Episode 6, Love, Duty, and the Golden Thread. Love does not arrive with thunder. Sometimes it arrives quietly. A voice in a parlor, a smile at a doorway, a moment that lingers long after the world has gone silent. For Lucie Manette, those quiet moments are becoming a golden thread binding together the people around her. A thread strong enough to heal, to restore, and one day, to save. But in the shadows of that same golden thread, two men stand on opposite sides of hope and despair. This is the story of love, of duty, and the fragile hearts that begin to awaken in London. The Manette home in Soho Square glows with gentle warmth. Dr. Manette has regained much of his strength. His face carries fewer shadows, his voice steadies. He walks with purpose now, as a man rebuilding himself after decades of darkness. Lucie's presence fills every corner of the house. A voice, a song, a quiet kindness that binds father and daughter closer each day. Mr. Laurie often visits, sharing tea, stories, and gentle pride at the family he helped restore. Yet one visitor begins to change the rhythm of the home more than the others. Charles Darnay. Darnay visits often, but never in haste. He arrives with calm courtesy, always respectful, always considerate. He brings stories of France, of languages, of discoveries, of a world that feels distant and dangerous. Lucie listens, her eyes full of interest, her voice warm with sympathy. She notices his gentleness, his honesty, the quiet sadness he hides behind polite smiles. And Darnay notices her light, her compassion, the way she seems to give life to every room she enters. It is not dramatic, it is not sudden. It simply grows, like the first leaves of spring after a long winter. But when love begins to bloom in one heart, another heart begins to break. Sidney Carton moves like a ghost through the edges of their world. He watches Lucie laugh with Darnay from across the parlor. He listens to her gentle questions, her warm attentiveness. And in his chest, a quiet ache twists. Late one evening, after Darnay leaves, Carton confronts him in the street. "You're a lucky man, Darnay," he mutters, words slurred by wine, eyes burning with something deeper. "Why do you say that?" Darnay asks calmly. "Because you have hope," Carton whispers. "I wasted mine long ago." He turns away before Darnay can answer. One night, Carton visits Lucie, his posture unsteady, his voice sharp with emotion and drink. Lucie, surprised but kind, asks him gently, "Mr. Carton, what pains you so deeply?" He steps toward her, not close enough to frighten, but close enough for honesty. "I am a disappointed thing," he says softly, "a creature no one can truly care for." Lucie shakes her head. "That isn't true," Carton's voice cracks. "It is true, but you are the last dream of my soul." He swallows hard. "I do not ask for your love. I do not ask for anything. Only this, that you remember me as someone who would lay down his life to keep you or anyone you love safe." Lucie's eyes fill with tears. Carton bows his head. "Think of me sometimes, as a man who might have been better if he had met you sooner." He leaves before she can speak. Outside, his figure dissolves into the London fog. In the weeks that follow, Lucie tries to balance the world she is building. Her father's recovery, Darnay's gentle presence, Carton's quiet tragedy. Each man is tied to her in different ways. For Dr. Manette, she is his anchor, the golden thread that keeps him in the present. For Darnay, she is hope, a future free of shadows. For Carton, she is redemption, a kindness he never believed he deserved. And with each passing day, those threads pull tighter, binding their destinies in ways none of them can yet see. Charles Darnay carries a burden, a secret he does not share, a name he has left behind, a family he has abandoned, a past drenched in cruelty he refuses to repeat. Sometimes when he looks at Dr. Manette, a flicker of guilt crosses his face, as if the older man holds a piece of his past. He wants to tell Lucie, to confess, to reveal everything. But each time her smile stops him. He cannot risk losing her. Not now. Not ever. Love has taken root. Duty has awakened. And the golden thread of Lucie Manette pulls these hearts closer with every passing day. But far across the sea in the dark streets of Saint Antoine, a different thread is being woven, cold, merciless, and soaked in vengeance.